Have you ever wondered about the origins of the relationships between Christians and Muslims? A fascinating question, isn't it? To begin to understand the complex tapestry of interactions between these two faiths, we must first delve into their inceptions. Christianity, rooted in the teachings of Jesus of Nazareth, came into existence around the 1st century AD. It is believed to have originated in the Eastern Mediterranean, in an area known today as Israel. From there, it spread rapidly throughout the Roman Empire, with its message of love, compassion, and salvation. Just over 6 centuries later, a new faith emerged in the deserts of Arabia. Islam, founded by the Prophet Muhammad, saw its inception in the 7th century AD. The message of monotheism, brotherhood, and justice resonated with the Arab people, sparking a rapid spread of this new faith across the Arabian Peninsula and beyond. Both of these religions, born in close geographical proximity, yet separated by several centuries, began to interact and influence each other in ways that would shape the course of history. The spread of Christianity and Islam was not just a matter of religious conversion, it was a dynamic process that involved trade, politics, culture, and indeed, the very fabric of societies. The birth of these two religions set the stage for centuries of interactions, some peaceful, others less so. But it's important to remember every story has a beginning, and this is theirs. As Islam grew, it inevitably crossed paths with Christianity. This intersection of beliefs and cultures was not without its fair share of friction and conflict. The early interactions between Christians and Muslims were marked by a series of conquests and confrontations, the echoes of which can still be heard today. Let's take a step back into the 7th century. Islam, a faith born in the arid lands of Arabia, began to spread its wings under the leadership of its prophet, Muhammad. The faith expanded rapidly, absorbing the Christian heartlands of Syria and Egypt, and even reaching the doorstep of the Byzantine Empire. These early Islamic conquests were not just military campaigns, they were also religious expeditions, fueled by a zeal to spread the message of Islam. Meanwhile, Christianity, already well established and powerful, viewed the rise of Islam with unease. The Christian Byzantine Empire felt the pressure as it faced invasions on its eastern borders. This tension between the two faiths was not just about territorial disputes, it was a struggle between two worldviews, each seeking validation and dominance. Then came the Crusades, a series of holy wars launched by the Christian nations of Europe in the 11th century. The aim was to reclaim the Holy Land, Jerusalem, from Muslim rule. This was an era of knights and kings, of fervor and faith. The Crusades were marked by heroic feats and tragic failures, by moments of peace and periods of violence. The balance of power shifted back and forth, but the underlying tensions between Christianity and Islam remained. These early interactions were not just battles and bloodshed. There were also periods of coexistence, of shared learning and cultural exchange. Muslims and Christians lived side by side in places like Andalusia, where they contributed to a vibrant civilization known for its advancements in science, philosophy, and arts. These early interactions laid the groundwork for a complex relationship that would continue to evolve over time. This was a tapestry woven with threads of conflict and cooperation, a tale of two faiths intertwined, forever shaping each other's destiny. Despite their conflicts, Christianity and Islam share many similarities. At their core, both faiths are monotheistic, believing in the existence of a singular, omnipotent deity. Christians call him God, while in Islam he is known as Allah. This agreement in the belief of one supreme being forms a common ground between the two religions. Furthermore, both religions hold a strong belief in prophets. Christianity venerates figures such as Moses and Abraham, while Islam respects these same figures, including them amongst their 25 prophets. The belief in prophethood and divine revelation is another thread of similarity interwoven into the fabric of both faiths. However, these commonalities are juxtaposed with key differences. The most notable divergence lies in their views on Jesus Christ. Christians regard Jesus as the Son of God, a part of the Holy Trinity, and the Messiah sent to save mankind. Conversely, in Islam, Jesus is revered as a prophet, a man of high esteem, but not divine. Another significant difference is the concept of the Holy Trinity in Christianity, which is absent in Islam. The Trinity, the belief that God exists as three persons, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, is a cornerstone of Christian theology, while Islam maintains a strictly Unitarian view of God. These shared beliefs and differences have played a significant role in shaping the relationship between Christians and Muslims. In the modern era, the relationship between Christians and Muslims continues to be multifaceted. In the grand tapestry of history, the threads of these two faiths have often intertwined, sometimes in harmony, other times in discord. In the past few decades, the world has seen an increase in interfaith dialogues. These are forums where scholars, religious leaders, and lay people from both faiths come together to discuss their beliefs, values, and traditions. They aim to foster a deeper understanding and appreciation of each other's faith and to dispel misconceptions. Unfortunately, the world has also witnessed continued conflicts, often fueled by political, socio-economic, or territorial disputes. These conflicts are frequently misrepresented as religious wars, further exacerbating tensions and misunderstandings between Christians and Muslims. However, amidst these challenges, there are countless instances of Christians and Muslims working side by side. They collaborate in community projects, humanitarian efforts, and peace-building initiatives. These interactions show a promising trend towards mutual respect and understanding. It's important to note that the relationship between these two faiths is not a monolith, but a spectrum. It varies from region to region, community to community, and even individual to individual. While challenges remain, many Christians and Muslims today strive for peaceful coexistence and mutual respect. Their shared goal is a world where faith does not divide, but unites, where difference is not a source of conflict, but a cause for celebration. The history of Christians and Muslims is a complex tapestry woven over centuries. From their inception in the heart of the Middle East, both religions have experienced periods of both conflict and cooperation. Despite their differences, they share profound similarities, including a commitment to monotheism and a reverence for figures like Abraham and Jesus. In modern times, the relationship between these two faiths continues to evolve. Understanding this history helps us to appreciate the intricacies of the relationship between Christians and Muslims, and reminds us of the importance of striving for mutual understanding and respect.